Check, check, 1, 2. All right, here we go. Sorry for the delay. Technical difficulties. I don't know what to tell you, but we should be back now. Let me just refresh the screen. Here we go. All right, we're good to go. All right, anyway, good morning. Hope everything is good. August 28th, 2018, Tuesday morning. Fucking heat wave in New York City. Shit is disgusting. Sorry about the delay. For some reason, I don't know what happened. The music goes through, but when I turn the mic on, it doesn't, and I have to reboot the system. So I apologize for that. I hope everybody comes back into the room, and we will begin this show. First of all, I want to salute Couch Talk TV. Salute to everybody over there doing what they're doing. I appreciate them. They're up to episode 7, so please go check it out. Couch Talk TV, episode 7 came out yesterday. Like, share, comment. It takes 2 fucking minutes, man. And of course, watch the video. But like, comment, and share. You know what I'm saying? Couch Talk TV, episode 7. And salutes, of course, to all the sponsors. 707 Cortez, El Finesse, El Corleone, Heck Tech, Joint Chiefs, East Coast, B-Boy Mancini, JMO Gang, DJ Ready C. And of course, we got some new music today by DJ Mix and a couple of his people. So salute to you and thank you for the new music. Ron, check your text. Ron, Blue Label Media. We got to get him on the air soon. Check your text message, sir, whenever you get a chance. Yo, it is disgustingly humid and hot in New York City right now, and it was just nasty. Ron, I missed your call last night. I just fucking knocked out, you know. So let's just get right down to business really quick. We're gonna just go to today was going to be Make My Back Dirty R&B Tuesdays. But Jaquan didn't get a chance to get me any music, so we'll just push that into next week. Again, Make My Back Dirty R&B Tuesdays, or Throwback Tuesdays, as Jay likes to say. So next week we'll have some music. All right, so let's just get down to business. All right. There was a 14th arrest made involving the murder of Lissandro, the boy in the Bronx. Went into the bodega, got stabbed up. Now the 14th arrest has been made regarding this murder of Junior Lissandro, and I just have to ask now, how many people actually took part in this murder? Because when you look at the video, there's only 3, 4, 5 people. You know what I'm saying? We're up to number, what is it? Number 13? A 13th suspect. I'm sorry, not 14. A 13th suspect named Ronald Urena of the Bronx, 29, was charged with murder and manslaughter. For murdering 15-year-old Guzman Feliz on June 20th. So they're saying he's one of the teens that chased Lissandro Jr. Guzman, and I guess they're all being charged with manslaughter, murder, gang assault, conspiracy. So they're I guess they're trying to use the RICO Act here, and I'm just gonna start arresting every gang member that was involved with this attack. Now he was saying, if I'm not mistaken, that he has nothing to do. Hold on, I'm getting a bunch of text messages right now. He's saying he had nothing to do with it. Diala goes, yo, if you drop that blunt again. No, there was no dropping the blunt. What happened was the music was going, but the microphone didn't work. I had to log off and log back on. So hopefully everybody's caught up. And again, we were talking about Junior from the Bronx that was murdered on the corner, stabbed to death. There is a 13th arrest. So, I'm just thinking how many people actually took part in this murder. Again, just something that passed my eye when I was reading the newspaper. D. Holla, you ain't shit. That's too funny. Hey, you ever heard of technical difficulties, man? What the fuck? We live, man. This ain't no $1 million operation. But anyway, I'm just wondering, is there going to be a 15, 16, 17 arrest? Because like, how many people took part in killing this kid? Or is it that they're just using this murder to just get gang members off the street? Because they had this kid in cuffs. He was speaking completely, all Spanish, complete Spanish or Latin, whatever you want to call it, or Dominican, whatever you want to call it. And he was just like, yo, I ain't even in the gang. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm not in the gang. I don't know what's going on. So somebody's talking. I don't know who's talking, who's not talking, but a 13th arrest has been made. And again, you just have to ask, how many people really took part in killing this kid? So again, quick local news from the Bronx in regards to this murder. So they're still picking people up and they're still getting charged. And once you read conspiracy and once you see conspiracy in the charges, shit, damn near anybody that was on that block running, it don't even matter in what direction. If you was running, you may get caught up in this conspiracy to kill this kid. So that's just, again, if rightfully so, good for them. But again, are they just targeting, Dominican people left and right that were just on the block? You know what I'm saying? Where's the proof? I mean, do you have, is the 12th dude snitching on the 13th dude and the 13th dude going to snitch on the 14th dude? Is everybody going to snitch just to get a lighter sentence? Before you know it, the 37th arrest has been made in Justice for Junior. I'm just asking, like, how many people took part? I'm saying, whoever stabbed this kid up, set this kid up. And again, it was a girl that really set this kid up. We remember this. The girl still ain't even in the story. We got kids getting arrested and being charged for conspiracy for chasing him or running. Shit. I'd get a lawyer and be like, hey, well, you know what I'm saying? I have nothing to do with this. Because this kid was adamant, like, yo, straight up, not a word of English. Like, yo, I'm taking care of my daughter. I'm not in no gangs. You know what I'm saying? So they're just arresting people. Number 13. And again, you have to ask yourself, are they just going to start targeting Latin people, Dominican people on the street walking around? Because, it's already been, June, July, August. It's been more than 2 months now. And you're still making arrests. So either you're just going to use the conspiracy charges to round everybody up. That ain't right. Just get the people that were specifically involved with this killing and, put them away. So again, number 13, as far as people being charged with killing this teenager boy, right? He was 15 years old. Now another, this is interesting, another story from the Bronx. The New York City Housing Authority, and this is coming out of the Bronx by the way of the Throgs Neck houses. And I guess they were having overtime parties on Friday. They were drinking and chilling, but they were also having orgies every Friday on the facility. So somewhere in the basement of these projects, wherever their workshop was, they were drinking and everybody was just, they were having an orgy. So basically everybody was sleeping with everybody. You probably had some swinger action. Some, let's trade, switch places at the ring of a bell. If anybody that's familiar with that lifestyle, into the swinging lifestyle, I guess shit was popping off in the Bronx. Literally. Allegations of housing authority staff engaged in after-hours boozed up sex parties prompted NYCHA, which is a New York City Housing Authority, to resign the entire staff. Everybody got fired. Even if he was going to the party or not, everybody got fired. The parties included drinking and sex involving supervisors and some of their subordinates and took place on Fridays after normal work hours inside certain areas of the shop, which is on the New York City Housing Authority grounds. It was all on overtime, said Throgsneck Tenant Associate President Monique Johnson. During those hours, a lot of drinking. Okay, so basically, they was all screwing each other, getting blasted and drunk. And there was cocaine. They're just saying alcohol. I'm pretty sure there was cocaine and pot. Meanwhile, they're getting paid overtime to have orgies. That's crazy. That is crazy. And he got paid for it. Hey, somebody had to snitch. Somebody must have been like, yo, let me get in on the parties. Nah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really our type. Oh, word? All right. Rico from Belly eating the banana. Somebody got to drop a dime on these fools. They said there's video and audio. Oh, shit. They got video and audio. The parties involved only some of the caretakers and other workers. While others had nothing to do with what was going on, they still fired the entire staff. Now, if I was a staff member and wasn't taking place at the parties, so what did you get fired for? Because you didn't snitch? That's not in your job requirement. It's not your job to tell on what other workers are doing after hours. Your job is just to do your job. Now, the people that are claiming that they didn't know about it were the people that didn't do overtime or that weren't working on Fridays. But there was a group of people every Friday going down to the workshop, popping bottles. I'm assuming, where the clean towels at? Maybe perhaps some mattresses and shit. I don't know how they were doing it, you know what I'm saying? Unless they were just standing up or, riding each other. Y'all could use your imagination. But yeah, man, sex party. The Bronx be popping, man. Listen to me. Let's not get it twisted. This is nothing new, okay? There's a swinger scene all over this country. If you're involved in swinging, if you ever been to an orgy, it's wild. It's wild. I went down to my friend's wedding in Tampa. Turned out it was a fucking orgy. I said, holy shit. I have never in my fucking life seen some shit like that. Crazy, crazy, crazy shit. But it's nothing new. There's sex clubs in every state. When Back Pages was popping, the swinger scene was popping. Everybody knew where the clubs were. There was a club there used to be I was just talking to Jay Quan about it. They just tore down a strip club in Queens called Phenomenon. It used to be called Perfection. It used to be called Phenomenon. Then they changed the name to Perfection. Anyway, there was a club called Banana Boat, some shit like that, whatever. And it was an after hours swingers club. So all the strippers would go from there and then go to the swingers club to drink and party, And it's a wild scene. So, but getting paid for it overtime. So what is that? Double time in it. And you're having an orgy in the basement. So I thought that was an interesting story because again, it's nothing surprising. This whole, sex is everything you do is sex. Everywhere you go is sex. You can't get rid of it. You can't, dodge it. But again, free my brother Backpage. There's a lot of single people hurting right now. A lot of escorts out of work. Gotta play the street again. Gotta play the strips and shit, It's a big blow to the sex industry, man, when Back Pages went down. But yeah. So I thought that was an interesting story as well. Right? Let me get to a really quick list of my articles. Hey, phone lines have been open 347-299-5086. Hold on one second. I'm just plugging the phone. If anybody wants to get down on the conversations we're having, please call in. Feel free to call in 347-299-5086. I apologize for the technical difficulty. Sorry for the off and on. Salute to everybody that's in the room. Supporters, haters, may you choke on something and die slowly. Supporters, I thank you. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you tuning in this morning. It is going to be a condensed week, okay? Short shows. I don't think there's going to be a show on tomorrow morning. Nikki Jean, I was going to text you later. If you want to take advantage of doing the night shows, you could also do social therapy tonight if you'd like. We can always do something after Wake the Fuck Up, WTFU America with Tom, Jizzo, and Chantel. Salute to them. They'll be on tonight, 6:25 or 6:35, right? Let me just get to my list of articles because there was a another article that I did want to talk about really quick. Well, there's two articles that I want to talk about leading to the main topic of today's conversation. What's this? Arizona drug tunnel found in OKFC. Jamaria, I love the stories you send me. Yeah. Yes, I do. Okay, so you guys remember in April 16 of 2018, there was a riot in the South Carolina prison. And it's funny, okay? Because if you remember, we had a show on this network called Behind the Walls with Dawn Sullivan, a slithering snake that she was. And we did a show about the riots in South Carolina. And, she gassed me. She duped me and a couple other people because she said she had inside information and inside pictures and video. And she called me up. She goes, yo, I don't know if I should play this because, I'm scared for my life. Meanwhile, the fucking videos were all over the internet. Like, we're just because we just completely all trusted each other. So why would we think anybody would lie and dupe us for money? But, it happened. So we did a show Behind the Walls. Remember with the videos of the dead bodies and the riots and the dudes filming from the jail cell on the burner cell phones and shit like that, right? 7 inmates died, 17 really injured in the South Carolina prison riots. That was April 16. In Mississippi, 11 inmates have died in the past month in 3 Mississippi jails. An 11th inmate, which was this morning, it was a female inmate. This would have been a great Behind the Walls show, right? But let's just talk about it. And this is the truth. Everything I'm telling you is the truth. You can look it up. No lies here. In Mississippi, the 11th inmate, which was a female, which is the first female to die this year in the Mississippi prison system, but already 11 inmates, ages ranging from 25 to 75, have died in Mississippi prisons, over 3 prisons in Mississippi in the past month. None of them have fucking autopsies released yet, okay? None of them. So April 16th, South Carolina prison riot, 7 inmates died, 17 injured. Mississippi, 3 different prisons, 11 inmates. The 11th was this morning. You can look it up. It's a female. Or 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. 11 inmates in 1 month, 3 prisons, Mississippi. Now, there is a prison strike going on in this country right now. Okay? I don't know if anybody's noticed, see the news. I don't know. Yeah, of course they're downplaying it because everything is John McCain and Donald Trump. Fuck the both of them. Rest in peace, John McCain. I wish Donald Trump would die. Rest in peace to you soon, sir. I don't really care. There is a prison strike going on in this country right now. Okay? Now, I'm going to have to get to the article. Give me 1 second. Over 9 states right now. It was supposed to be 17 states. It was supposed to start August 21st. 17 states. They only got like 5, 6. But there was a prison strike 2 years ago, which the media just didn't give a fuck about. Right now, the media cares a little bit about the prison strike. But here's what's crazy, okay? As prison strikes heat up, former inmates talk about horrible state labor incarceration, conditions of modern prisons, tiny overcrowded cells, lack of sanitation, infestation, lack of ventilation, make people inside so desperate for respite that they are sometimes willing to accept even unconscionable deals like working for little to no money, paying someone 86 cents per hour to do back-breaking work is an insult to human dignity that is not acceptable anywhere in this country except the prisons. Places intent on stripping people of their humanity. As former inmates, we know what it's like to work for meager pay. Now, I was in jail for only 4 months. And let me tell you, 4 of the easiest months of my fucking life, I lucked the fuck out. Met some good people, put me under their wing, put me to work in the kitchen. I worked from morning to fucking night for 43 cents an hour. Cleaning floors, cleaning pots and pans, cleaning trays, you name it. Dishes, sweeping, throwing out garbage, all sorts of shit. For 36 cents an hour. I was locked up during the blackout of the East Coast. For those that live on the East Coast, remember that blackout we had? Yeah. We had no running water, no running air, no running toilets for almost 36 to 40 hours. We were given one bucket of ice, and we were told to wash ourselves in the slop sink where we wash the mop buckets and throw out all the fucking dirt water from cleaning the bathrooms and the floors of the cell block. That's where we had to take a shower. So, yeah, it's no joke. And still, it was an easy 4 months for me. It was easy, you know? So I don't say I was ever in prison. I just say, hey, I took 4 months off from reality. And, I worked in a jail, Now, here's the thing. The strike right now is over 4 to 5 prisons, some of them including immigration detainment centers. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the people that run the jail system and run the jails and the head man in charge, they don't really give a fuck about inmates, okay? So, and the inmates know this. They don't care. The quality of life for an inmate is shit. Okay? So here's what they're doing. And again, for all the people that march in the street and fucking sing Kumbaya and hold the fucking signs in the air, take a lesson from what these prisoners are doing. Ready? Economic revolution. They're not going to use the phones. They're not working for nothing. And they're not buying commissary. They're not doing it. So the jails right now where the strikes are going on, some of these prisoners are not even eating. They're on a hunger strike. Salute. Taking it back to the days of Gandhi. When he was on a hunger strike for fucking 2 months to make Hindu people and Muslim people stop fighting. He would not eat until they actually stopped fighting, because the goal, instead of, should we believe in Krishna or Allah, was bigger. It was the independence of India when India was still a whole, you see, before Pakistan broke off. The Muslims just wanted their own country. Gandhi kept saying, if we separate ourselves, the world will see us as ununified. But the Muslims did not want to hear it. The Prime Minister of Pakistan, Nawaz, who became the first Prime Minister, did not want to hear it. Said the Muslims need their own land. Okay, whatever. That's not even, that's not even part of it. But they're actually on a hunger strike. But no more commissary. We're not buying no more commissary. We're not working. So you can't throw all of us in the fucking hole. You understand? How many people you going to put in? If you put everybody in the hole, ain't no work being done anyway. And we're not using your phones, okay? We're not going to use the phone system. Mass incarceration is profit. Angela Davis, the American political activist, said it the best. Mass imprisonment generates profits as it devours social health, and thus it tends to reproduce the very conditions that lead people to prison. I'll say it again. Mass imprisonment generates profit as it devours social wealth, and thus it tends to reproduce the very conditions that lead people to prison. Systemic racism, systemic oppression. That's what it is. So here you have, and here's the funny thing: there's people in the real world that are living in the same fucking conditions. You're being underpaid. You have dirty water. You have poor health. You have rotten food. You're stuck on the Instagram. You're fucking learning. This is America. You're learning all these new dances, so you don't realize you're in a prison. So please open your eyes and take a look at what real prisoners are doing. They're saying, okay, we're not okay. You make money off of us. You're not going to make money off of us anymore. Kill us, put us in the hole, but if you throw us in the hole, ain't nobody working anyway. Prison is a business, and it's booming, baby. It's a booming business. How many times has Jamaria brought articles to the platform about schools not being built, but they're investing in jails? Well, if you build more schools, that means kids will get education. If they got education, what the fuck are we building jails for? But no, they're building more jails, saying, no. We will make more money with mass incarceration than mass education. If we start educating all these minorities and poor folks, what the fuck are the prisons going to be for then? This is amazing. And they're doing it in prison. You ain't going to be, here's why it can't be done in the real world. Because you're zombified. You're telephone zombies. You live in a virtual reality world of the internet. And it's an escape from your reality. Who the fuck wants to look at roaches on the wall when you could be all into your internet? Who cares if your water's a little brown as long as your Wi-Fi's popping? So you're zombified. So here we have people that, hey, they got nothing else left to lose. You already took everything from them. Now all they got left is their dignity. They said, no. We're not breaking rock. We're not paving road. We're not making license plates. We're not sewing clothes. We're not buying commissary. We're not using your phones. Fuck you. That's incredible, man. This needs to spread like the teachers that were striking. That shit spread like wildfire. We don't give a fuck. We're going to quit the school and still organize babysitting clinics. We're still going to organize food drives. We're still going to make sure the parents can go to work and their kids can be watched. But fuck you. We're not going back in those classrooms. It's fucking beautiful. This is beautiful. These are articles that fucking yes. I can't wait to talk about this. It's incredible. An economic revolution within the prison system. Saying, yo, check how slick the prison system is. There's a prison system in Texas. Hold on 1 second, goddammit. I got it right now. Texas prison system slashed prices of inmate phone calls by 77% just as this strike is spreading. Okay? So they're saying, whoa. Do you know how much money we make on the phone system? Let's slash the prices. So Texas prison system slashed price inmate phone calls by 77%. So if it costs you $1 a minute, now it's going to cost you $0.25. They're not trying to lose that money. All that money that comes in on the books, on commissary, they get paid. Forget the labor, the cookies, the soda, the packs of tuna. All that shit, the Slim Jims, the cheese, the chips. They get paid on all that shit. Can you imagine a jail saying we're not buying They'll look at you like you're crazy. The CEOs in the bubble will be like, yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Let's see next Tuesday when let's see how long you live without your Chewy Chips Ahoy and all that good shit. Commissary is everything when you in jail, man. That's the only thing that'll make you feel normal. A fucking cookie, a glass of soda, some shit, a magazine, a game board, a chessboard. They sell Walkmans and shit. You can listen to music, the news, escape. They're willing to give all that shit up. Said, nope, you're not using it. Slave labor. It's slave labor, man. Got these inmates breaking rock on the street in a chain gang under the sun for 33 cents an hour. What the fuck is that? Fuck it, I'm in jail. What you gonna do, lock me up? I'm already locked up. What you gonna do, put us all in fucking the hole? You can't do that. You can't put everybody in solitary confinement. This is brilliant, man. This is brilliant what they're doing. Currently, a 15-minute call costs us $4. Right now, if you are in a Texas prison, it's going to cost you $4 to make a 15-minute call. They heard about the fucking strike. You see these devils? Here's how they do. Now a 15-minute call will only cost 90 cents. Trying to break up the strike, break up the unity. No, you're 90 cents. I could be on the phone all day. That's what they want. But let's get to the real issue. There's people dying in jail under the watch of these wardens and these correctional officers. Dying. And I'm going to get to the Mississippi prison that nobody is talking about. I haven't seen one news outlet, nothing. If it wasn't for me reading about the strike, that I wouldn't have known about Mississippi. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say? 11? Sorry. 12. Just 15 hours ago. A 12th Mississippi inmate dies in August. Number 12. Let us explore this. A 12th inmate has died in Mississippi prison system this month. The latest death of an inmate in Mississippi's prison system is the 12th this month. County Coroner David Root says a man who had been housed at the Central Mississippi Correctional Facility died at a Jackson area hospital early Monday. Root said the 11th inmate to die this month was 33-year-old Nicole Rathman. Still no autopsy. The 12 inmates who have died in August range from 24 years old. So a 24-year-old inmate died in prison to 78. I can understand the 78. I can understand the 78. What I can't understand is the 24. How the fuck is a 24-year-old die in prison? That has to be the number one issue of these prisoners that are striking. Yo, we're dying under your watch. So either their COs are beating them to death or the conditions of where they are so fucking rotten, they're just getting sick. Because, no joke, you go upstate in New York, you go upstate to prison. If you make it and you come home, your skin look good, your teeth look good, you look healthy, you lose weight, you gain muscle. It's incredible what jail does for some people. It is. It's like a fucking health spa. They come home, they just, yo, where were you on vacation? Nah, I was locked up for 3 years. God damn, you look great. Some jails do that, but not all jails. Now you have a 12th inmate dying in Mississippi. I don't. The woman was white, Nicole Rathman. The other 12, I have no clue. The other 11, I have no clue. Black, white, Latino, man, female. I'll find out. I just got to do the research. The strike has been going on for almost 19 days now. Prisoners in as many 7 states went on strike this week, some refusing food and others refusing to work or purchase anything from prison commissaries. The 19-day strike is the first such nationwide action in the U.S. in 2 years and was triggered by April's rioting in Lee Correctional Institution in South Carolina, in which 7 inmates were killed. So when that happened, it triggered something. It triggered something. See, there's so much apathy in the real world, and when you have freedom, and I'm guilty of it too. We're all guilty of it. We will only do so much, but the name of the game is self-survival, survival of the fittest. That's the name of the game. Let's not get it twisted. If you're hungry, I'll give you food. If you're naked, I'll give you clothes. If you're thirsty, I'll give you water. I can't do it every day, though. You understand? Eventually, I have to think about my own survival. That's what it is in the real world. So in the real world, people live under these conditions of being beaten by police, malnutrition, poor housing, filthy conditions in school. You don't see the prison that you're in, so you don't think you're in jail, but you are. See, they're in prison. They see the bars. You don't. It's more dangerous for people in the real world to not see that they're in a prison because you have so many choices to escape. It's not realistic escape, it's virtual escape. But there's so many ways to escape your prison. You'll never accept the fact if you truly are in one. But in prison, where there's bars, you're in prison. You wake the fuck up. You see the bars. You see the room, the cage. Some of us don't see the cage that we're living in the real world, but we're still in a cage. One of the intentions of the organizers of the current dispute is to bring to public the attentions of the deaths in custody, which in some states have reached epidemic proportions. See, one death in a jail, 2 deaths in a jail per year. Okay, we're talking about 12 in 1 month. They consider that an epidemic. How are you in jail and how do 12 people die in jail in 1 month? What are you feeding them? What are you not feeding them? What's in the water? What are you beating them to death? Setting them up to be beaten to death? Allowing gangs to just fucking roam freely in your jail because your job is just to punch in? You think COs give a fuck about the condition? They're fucking as miserable as the fucking inmates are that they gotta be in that fucking shithole. Fucking watching you. So what you think is gonna happen when they fucking lose their temper? It happens. So the media right now needs to fucking take this little spark and fan it into a fucking forest fire. A forest fire. In addition to loss of life, the strikers, led by a network of incarcerated activists who call themselves Jailhouse Lawyers Speak, have put out 10 demands to overhaul America's creaking penal system. High on the list is an end to forced or underpaid labor that the protesters call a form of modern day slavery. And this is nothing new. This is nothing new. But if prisoners are organizing themselves, and we're talking about prisoners, we're talking about the violent, the greedy, prisoners. I'm not talking about the dude that got caught with a fucking pound of weed. Or, I'm talking about prisoners, man. Those that do hard time. Those that are doing the hard labor. If they could fucking come together to fucking beat or put a stop or put a dent or put a screwdriver in the clockworks of the prison system, can you imagine what people in the real world could do if they was just to stop, using every guise of separation? Well, you're white and I'm black and he's Spanish and he's Asian, but you're gay, you're a lesbian, I'm straight, but you're fucking Hindu and he's Catholic and this guy's a Jew, but I make more money than you and you're on welfare. It's the greatest fucking trick in the world. Occupy people with bullshit, so they can never see the real picture. So use the example of what these prisoners are doing. Use this example of what they're doing and apply it in the real world. Economic revolution. That is the only fucking way you will ever make a change in a capitalistic society. They don't give a fuck about your marches. They don't give a fuck about the signs you're holding. They don't fit, the kumbaya and the guitars and the campfires and let's give peace a chance. They don't give a fuck about all that. Here's what they do give a fuck about. If you stop buying their product. Whoa. Fuck you mean we got marches going around the country talking about let's stop buying Apple? What the fuck is that about? You want to see them slash fucking prices, start giving away shit? Just organize yourself. So anything you want. I don't care what the fuck they tell you in capitalism. I don't care what they say. The power belongs to the buyer. Always. The dude selling the shit is really at the mercy of your money. We just all think we need them. We know why. Because we've been brainwashed with the, buy, consume, buy. You got people in prison that get shitty food that are saying, we're not even going to buy anything from your commissary. How about that? Go fuck yourself and your mother. How about that? That's incredible. Get people in the real world to fucking just put down their phones and organize for something. Never fucking happen. Because you can't see the prison that you're in. So you're duped. And you'll constantly work 7 days a fucking week from morning to fucking night to make some fucking corporation that wouldn't give a fuck about you, your mother, your kids, or your kids, nothing. All they care about is the money that you have in your pocket and the money your kids are going to grow up to work in their pocket and how they can get it. Economic revolution. And again, this is the greatest fucking example. We're not going to use your phones. So you'll lose the contract with the phone company. We're not going to buy your commissary. So there goes all the contracts with the food companies. We're not going to work anymore. So there goes all the contract with the companies for the labor. Yeah. Give us your contract. We'll make millions and we'll give them pennies. We'll make millions and we'll give them pennies. See, if you could go and outbid a fucking contractor and say, no, give it to us, the jail system. We'll do it for $5 million less and still they'll fucking profit because they're not paying nothing to their workforce. This is groundbreaking. This can be life altering if it spreads. If it spreads and they could start, because again, jail is a business. You want to get their attention, you fuck with their pockets. It's the same thing as when they were walking to work in the 60s, boycotting the buses. It was 10 cents a fucking fare. The bus companies after 1 month were losing so much money, they said, let these people sit wherever the fuck they want. We can't afford to lose any more money. And it will always fucking work. And especially in a capitalistic society where it's nothing but the bottom line and profit. Fuck with me, fine. Fuck with my kids, fine. Fuck with my animals, fine. Fuck with my profit. Fuck with my money. Now apply that fucking logic to a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Whoa, wait. We're losing what, millions? Because of some kook organizing people saying that they'll fucking go apeshit. But believe you me, you will see what real power is. And what these prisoners are doing are they're flexing what they know. And what they know is combined, they can't fuck us over. They can't kill us all. They can't throw us all in the hole. And they damn sure ain't letting us go home. So either just give us what the fuck we want and let's continue business, because what's going on right now is no longer tolerable. No longer tolerable. And think. There's 1,000 prisoners to 20 COs. Power is a fucking illusion. If you took 100 fucking prisoners and 20 COs and put them on the street, who would win? But if you put them in a jail, no, it's within the jail. We can't do it. It's the same shit. You just take over the system. So this, again, for me, this when I see shit like this is so important, because this is the only way people will truly liberate themselves from the hell that they live in. If you're living in poor conditions, there is a way to change that. But it's not going to be by marching in the street. It's not. It's going to be by, let's say, a whole building is living in shit. The whole building got to stop paying rent. Everybody got to stop paying rent. Nobody pays rent. That's it. Unified front. Nobody pays rent. Well, let one fucking project building lose rent for 1 month. Nobody pays rent. 2, what are you gonna do? You're gonna throw everybody out on the street? No, there's laws against that. You can't throw people on the street. Can't do that in New York. As a landlord, you can't go in there and do anything. You have no right. But do tenants understand that? No, they don't, because they hate each other. They blame each other. But if everybody in the apartment building would just blame the landlord, you'd see change. So, again, take note of what's going on. This is, and prison is the worst place to be in. Nobody gives a fuck about anybody. You're talking about, if you're talking about survival of the fittest, prison is the greatest fucking example. If you can't survive in prison, you're done. But here you have prisoners that have one thing in common. We're all living under the same fucking rotten conditions. All of us. This ain't no fucking white-collar crime prison. No. That's not what this is. This ain't Club Fed. We're talking about hard-time, dirty, piece of shit, stinking, overcrowded, toilets not working, flies, maggots, shit, piss, fucking infestation, and then you're trying to fucking have human beings live in that environment without what? Them not getting sick? How the fuck are you guys supposed to piss, shit, eat, and sleep in one fucking area? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's insane. So I think what's going on in these jails, look it up, read it up for yourselves. It's spreading. I don't know why, there's articles saying that the media is paying more attention to it. I don't think the media is paying attention to it at all. I think all the media pays attention to John McCain, Donald Trump. I really, this is what needs to be on the news right now. This. Say it again. Quote unquote, the words of Angela Davis. Mass imprisonment generates profit as it devours social wealth. And thus it tends to reproduce the very conditions that lead people right back to jail. Well, that's systemic oppression. That's systemic racism. That's the why build more schools when we can build more jails attitude. That's all that is. All right? Guys, thank you for listening. Sorry about the technical difficulty in the beginning of the show. Don't forget Wake the Fuck Up America tonight. 6:25 or 6:35. You'll get the alert. Again, salute to Couch Talk TV. Episode 7 is out. Ron Blue Label Media, 707 Cortez. El Finesse, El Corleone, Heck Tech, Joint Chiefs, East Coast, B-Boy Mancini, J-Mo Gang, DJ Ready C, DJ Mix. The list is growing. Thank you so much. Excuse me. Thank you so much for fucking with us. I appreciate it. Nikki Jean, if you want to take advantage of tonight, just give me a call. We'll talk social therapy. And I really don't think, unless we don't go to a water park tomorrow, there'll be a show. But I'll let you guys know tonight. If there's going to be a show tomorrow morning, there will be a show tomorrow night. I will be back in time for Let's Talk That Shit. Night shows, we're good. So if, Nikki, you want to do a show tonight, text me, let me know. Salute to everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. If you live in the tri-state area, stay cool, man. It's going to be 100 degrees in the heat index. Everybody have a safe day, blessed day. Make that guac, make that paper. Thank you for checking in. Supporters, I love you. Haters, die slowly. That's all I can say. Everybody, salute, and see you, I don't know, maybe Thursday morning.